Hey, it's JC1424 once again with NASCAR Rivals for another Race Now episode. Today we're going to be racing as Erik Jones and his beautiful number 43 Focus Factor Chevrolet. Probably one of the best paint schemes that they've had in this Gen 7 era, where they don't even paint the cars, they just wrap them. But this was the first Gen 7 diecast that I got, and it is a freaking beauty. But today we're going to Charlotte for the big old Coca-Cola 600 that is happening this weekend on Memorial Day weekend, aside the Indy 500 like always. I'm picking Erik Jones because he's good at a lot of them regular speedways. I could imagine him getting a top 5 or a top 10 here. Before we get into anything, here are the settings. Most of the stuff is the same as usual. 105 difficulty, full damage, 25% race length, 4 times tire wear and fuel consumption. We're going to have normal tire wear rate, which we did at Kansas, as well as the more grip rate of fall off, which I think this worked better for this track because Charlotte is a little more difficult than Kansas when it comes to AI, in my opinion, at least. Relax yellows and then the multiple race stages. We got the quick qualifying, but I'm just going to skip that. We're going to have narrow skill range and a normal starting spread. Usually I have it set to expanded and then still with narrow in the skill range, but I think I'm tired of having so much room to move around on restarts. I need to be a little more picky in that sense, where there's less room for me to just go wherever I want. But we're going to have infrequent mechanical failures. I want this to have long green flag runs with green flag pit stops at some damn point. Be like 25 lap stages. Normal tire effect and normal fuel consumption for them, just like in the last video. And yeah, that is about it.
Welcome to Charlotte Motor Speedway for one of the most prestigious races of the season, the Coca-Cola 600 here in the heart of NASCAR country. I'm Alex Hayden, bringing you all of the action from today's race. This crown jewel is a true test of driver and machine, and one that every Cup Series team wants to win.
All good stuff from Alex Hayden. Not sure what kind of commentary they're going to have in NASCAR 25 coming up soon. If they might get the MRN guys, or they'll actually get some of the people from the broadcast booth to make it as immersive experience as possible. But I mean, we got some talking points as we're going into this video, I guess. Christopher Bell is a 4-time winner currently in the 2025 season. Might not be a points race, but am I really supposed to believe that the All-Star North Wilkesboro means less than frickin' Atlanta now? I don't think so. I'd say a win is a win regardless of the points. And I don't know if he's gotten 4 wins in a season up until now. I think it was maybe 3 in 2023 and then 3 for sure last year. I mean, I don't think there was any exhibitions in those 2 previous years either. But we're starting 38th in this one with Erik Jones, so 2 guys got sent to the tail of the field.
Let's head to the track where the drivers and teams are making their final preparations. Who is going to get it done today?
Oh, that's right. We got all the patriotic schemes out for a bunch of drivers. Austin Dillon doesn't look like himself. What does that even mean? Austin Cindric failed technical inspection. Is that because Tim Cindric just got fired? That's another thing to talk about. This was back whenever Tim Cindric was still president of most of the operations with Team Penske. But now he went to IndyCar and now he's pretty much fired and gone. Gone, broken. Man, this game sounds pretty loud on my TV for one that's at 8% volume. But sure. I've got a lot of multiplayer content, a bunch of stuff that needs to be edited and put out on the channel. I mean, there's one, but I got stuff edited and whatnot out of order, and I'm just trying to go chronologically whenever I do it. Man, this is one of the best looking tracks in this game, is the Charlotte night race. And it's weird to be saying that because there used to be only 2 Charlotte races that were both at night, and you had to be more specific than that.
Stay low.
Yeah, this NASCAR Rivals game used a a newer version of the Unity engine that was not used for like NASCAR Heat 4 and then carried over to NASCAR Heat 5. You can't really notice much of that because they cut down so much of the graphics for the Switch, because I mean the capabilities of this device's technology and specs and whatever, not that great. But you can see if they were to up the resolution and how great the graphics could look on a console, like, you know, just move this over to an emulator, or, you know, make it compatible with the PlayStation 4, get this game on the PlayStation 5 somehow and upscale everything. This would be like one of the best NASCAR tracks visually in any NASCAR game ever made. And I have reason to believe that NASCAR 25 should manage that with the Unreal Engine, but I don't know what version of Unreal Engine NASCAR 25 is using. I don't know if it's an older version than this freaking Unity engine that went to waste on a game like this. Because I've seen Unreal Engine with Ignition, and man, it's like reflections and shininess is an abstract concept. I do not know why this field is so bunched together like this. It can't be the normal starting spread. It wasn't even a close starting spread. It was just normal, not as opposed to expanded. With the skill range, it is narrow, but I feel like someone's holding somebody up here. Ryan Blaney started second. Why are you 21st? What the fuck? He didn't get the ice thingy. Austin Dillon got the ice snowflake thingy. Why the hell are you back here? You just got passed by freaking Noah Gragson. Blaney is known for passing cars in 2025. So in 2022, because he didn't win no damn points races, he's dropping 20 positions in less than 10 laps? Sure. Oh, and then you got Ricky Stenhouse Jr. right here in the Reese's car. He looked like he started top 10, and now he's back here. There's a lot of comers and goers, an exaggeration of comers and goers. I would love to have a spectator view where you can pick up front, like one of the leaders, and watch as people up front just fall to back and people at the back move up front. Because that's just what happened here. That was nuts. That's strange. Oh my god, am I going to the outside to make a pass? No, that's a couple die-casts that I have. I mean, I have this Hamlin one right here, but I also have Harvick's in that Patriotic Mobile One car. I don't know why I got that car. He only ran it one damn time. I try to get die-casts of cars drivers use a lot, year to year, or whatever.
Careful, still there.
What's another headline of sorts that I can bring up in this video? Prime Video, this race this weekend, the 2025 Coca-Cola 600, is probably going to be like the first NASCAR Cup Series race to not be broadcasted on network television in a very long time. Like, are we talking like
Clear high.
And a caution happened during pit stops. I hate that shit. I would green flag pit stops, please. Not dead in the center of a stage. Can we not do this for the next 3 stages? Since there's 4 stages in this race for no damn reason. Yeah, I get all of the tires feel, and there's no damage. Tyler Reddick was leading when the caution came out. Cole Custer and Eric Almirola don't pit. I guess because they were already on pit road. That's a pretty strong benefit. Usually how it tends to go. Everyone else wasn't on pit road yet or some shit. I thought quite a few people had already gotten on pit road, and why am I doing this to Tyler Reddick? I thought quite a few people got on the pit road, get their pit stops taken, get their fresh tires,
Still there.
and then we get our fresh tires and fall in behind them because they already exit off ahead of us as we're going in, or some wonky shit. I don't know the logic of just 2 guys.
Clear out back. Clear down low.
You know, otherwise they'd be pitting right now if they hadn't pitted. They got the pit logic with the AI and the Heat games and this NASCAR Rivals right here a little bit better than EA, but I mean, still,
Low's clear.
it's all based off of just getting to a certain number and how close they are to a certain number at some point in a run. It never really counts for stage and track position or anything like that. I mean, part of this makes sense. You know, these guys having pitted a little earlier than us, so they get to be ahead of us.
Still there.
But usually people do that on purpose. It doesn't happen on accident. I'm going to work my way around. Eric Almirola, maybe, maybe not. That's a die-cast I need to get. The Smithfield one. But with the chrome gold number, not just the regular gold wrap number.
Clear out back.
Oh, bumped off the apron. But I got the spot. Nice. Am I about to battle Tyler Reddick for second in a stage after starting last? Oh my fucking lord! As I was saying,
No points that stage. There's plenty of racing left.
that's not even a heat thing. These walls did not do this until Motorsport Games. That was nuclear. So we're gonna fix all that damage and we're gonna go to the tail of the field. And we are last. Right back where we belong. We're on the game again.
Drive safe. Be smart. Keep your head on straight.
Suarez.
Fine.
Why are we next to Suarez? Didn't he start
One back.
pretty high up front and stuff? Now he's back here.
Alright, clear left.
I mean, I wrecked. You're just back here on pace. You buffoon.
One back. Looking outside. He's outside.
Suarez is the guy who's been having a good season as far as pace and stuff. And then every time he does, bad shit happens.
Still there.
He runs well, and then bad shit happens. And there's some drivers who rarely they get to run well and then bad shit happens, but him, he runs well a lot. And then the bad shit happens. And then there might be
Car outside. Hold your
RFK.
left.
Yeah, RFK,
Looking forward here.
they
Clear
run
outside.
well pretty often. You know, they have some good runs here and there, and then they keep on getting a penalty, and then another penalty, and then a disqualification, and I don't know. I mean, we're talking about 2025 season while playing this 2022 game. And I figured this is a video more to air out thoughts about the current season, rather than just to focus on stuff that happened 3 years ago. But I don't know what you prefer at this point. We're playing this outdated game because we haven't gotten a NASCAR game with NASCAR in it
You've got room. You're all
since
clear.
this game. We got NASCAR Arcade Rush, but there wasn't any NASCAR in Arcade Rush. Oh, AJ Allmendinger, I'm sorry. We got a video coming with him on this game soon. And I don't know if it's going to be at like Road America or something, since he never managed to get a cup win at that track. He got one at the Charlotte Roval, and what's the other one that he got a win at? Shit. Watkins Glen? Yeah, you won at Watkins Glen, and we did that video. He hasn't won Sonoma, but I think I had other ideas for Sonoma. What's the other road course? Oh, Indianapolis Road Course, yeah. He won
Still there.
the Charlotte Roval and the Indianapolis Road Course. But, you know, my pick of a track that he could have won at, you know, if they kept going there in the Cup Series, would have been Road America. So I think that's my plan whenever we get around to that one. So we're up to 27th for like 4.5 laps. Ryan Blaney had this great starting spot, and since then he has not worked his way back up or anything. He's just fallen back here. And he won this race the year after this game came out. What the fuck? I mean, I don't know how he actually ran in the 2022 Coca-Cola 600. I didn't get much of a really good look at that, but it's not like he's bad at speedways. He won speedways before the Coca-Cola 600. Like Atlanta in 2021, I think. And then he won a Michigan race, I think in one of the same dang cars. The body armor car, I think he won that car twice. I could be wrong, but I mean, that's how I'm remembering the 2021 season or 2020 seasons and stuff like that.
Stay on the bottom. Track's all yours, bud. You're
But then
clear.
They have very little to go by in this situation. He wins Texas, the All-Star,
Outside.
as they're working on getting this game out, and they have these ratings, and they have him running in back here. A track that's pretty darn similar to old Texas, and not new Texas, but still, you get the point. What are these? Him qualify up front and then finish all the way back there. And I think that this is abnormal for this game. I don't know what he's performing based off of right now. I mean, I guess you can have a bad day on speed every now and then at a track. But whenever it comes to a game, they didn't say that he wasn't going to have pace today. He's just not having pace today. So, like, what? Something is amiss. I'm pondering this in my mind minute after minute. It is something that needs to be discussed. Why is Ryan Blaney running 25th at Coca-Cola 600 in NASCAR Rivals when he's not the snowflake thing? He's not the snowflake thing. That means he's going to be slow because something is not right. It's just systemically going this way. Fuck. Crap. I was trying to pass him, and I got the door shut on me. I got Denny Hamlin pushing me. What? Denny Hamlin won this race in real life when this game came out. Why is he back here? Why is Cole Custer still leading? What the fuck? What is this shit? Is it because I make the narrow skill range that people who are up front just stay up front? Because that don't make sense. Otherwise, Ryan Blaney would still be there. So Jacques Villeneuve keeps showing up in my videos and running well. I mean, this is mid, but it's still running well.
Still there.
I don't know.
Outside.
This is starting to look like
I got a gap clear up top here.
NASCAR 09 on the PS2, where everyone just runs somewhere and random guys are good and random guys
We need fuel.
suck.
Bring it to us.
We got Ryan Blaney acting like Kenny Wallace NASCAR Thunder 2004 right now. What the fuck? I think someone just quit out of the race because usually you don't have one guy pitting at a
Car in
time.
front of you is coming to the pit.
I mean, all these other pit stops are beginning. We'll find out after pit stops if that guy is still there. And I guess I'll pit next time. I should be able to make it 13 laps. Oh, I'm running out of gas after going freaking a little over 12 and a half laps. And yeah, there we go. I am out. Let's not speed in. Okay, good job. Got a second of damage. We're gonna get a second of damage. I'm thinking, and they all stacked up here on pit road. That might cost me some time. I'm gonna come off and I'm probably still gonna be like freaking 15th or 14th or something. They have those slow Eutechnics-esque pit stops. I mean, not as bad as Eutechnics do with their green flag sessions of pit stops, but you know, it's there. And then I have this freaking second of damage. So there was a stack up on pit road. I had a second of damage. And, you know, we're still in the top 10. I'm gonna stay on the apron to actually see what I earned with this wonky AI. Am I really gonna be freaking like 14th or 15th? I mean, that's pretty much right around where I just said I would. I didn't think I'd be that accurate, but we go into turn 3 and I'm 15th, ahead of Jacques Villeneuve. I didn't even realize he was running a little bit lower than that, so I guess he just gained positions during stops. Same with Noah Gragson. He was running like 19th a while ago. Well, that's nice that, you know, some people can have faster pit stops and slower pit stops, and it can have that much of an effect. That's really nice. I don't like that Noah Gragson just gained positions. I don't like it when anything good happens to Noah Gragson, actually. I mean, I would like it if he became a better person. Yes, I would like that. That'd be a good thing. But that's the only thing that doesn't happen. And I have no indication that he's anything other than nice to the fans. That would mean shit. Rick Crawford was probably really nice to his fans. That was the weirdest fucking corner that has happened all race. What the fuck? What is happening? I didn't do this earlier. But now, yeah, on this game, It's kind of in the middle. If you try wrapping the bottom, you lose a lot of time. You likely pop the apron, you know, with the imperfection of it, and it'll get sideways, like wicked sideways, through the center of the corner if you don't get that like really perfect angle. You can keep up more speed if you run right around where I was, you know, somewhere between both those seams.
He's going to be pitting.
We got people pitting because they didn't actually try to make it 13 laps. I think maybe a few people did. That's why I'm afraid of the walls. If the car doesn't turn, you might get stuck to it. That could have been worse. I know I can make it. I just
give me your best two right here.
went like 12 3/4 of a lap. And then after my last pit stop, I only had to go 12. Man, my tires are shot. This thing won't fucking turn. I got people flying past me.
That car in front of you is coming this time.
Even though we all pit around the same area. I might have fresher tires by a lap than a bunch of these guys. I mean, they're pitting right now. I mean, that tells me something. Y'all couldn't pull off the track before y'all slow down like that? What the fuck? Well,
Last lap, hit your mark.
no one else is
Bring it to us. Fuel's
going
gotta
to take a
flow.
second pit stop this stage. I figured the AI would get that penalty, where because they pit 2 laps before the end of a stage, they have to go to the back of the field to restart. Oh my god, people are running out of gas. What the heck? I didn't think they were actually going to do that. Larson ran himself out of gas. Larson doesn't run himself out of gas. Oh, they're all going to pit on the last of the stage. You can't do that. Why are they doing that if they can't do that?
That's one check. Let's get some more.
I'm assuming that all this was already in the coding from the freaking Heat games. And then they're probably not going to get reprimanded for that. They're going to have all these fresh tires and they're just going to restart up front or some shit. Stupid. Stupid. Well, that's something I haven't seen since NASCAR Heat Evolution. Okay. Restarting 7. Well, that could have been worse. Cole Custer keeps getting to restart up front. You get Tyler Reddick up there.
Ready.
I see Bill Elliott in the lead.
Car on the outside now.
And freaking Matt Kenseth right there. He's not supposed to be in the game. Bill Elliott's not supposed to be in the game. But all these damn drivers aren't supposed to be in the game. In the game. EA Sports. I'm in the game. You need to get the fuck out. That's what I think. It's not NASCAR Thunder 2003 anymore. Just dumb shit. Well, we got an amazing restart because this is not EA Sports, and you can have great restarts in the NASCAR Heat games. Play the EA Sports game, you get bad restarts. This is a sign that you don't belong here, Bill Elliott. Go back to the game where a player gets terrible restarts. Oh boy. Alex Bowman, one of the worst patriotic schemes I've seen in a while. It's just random starburst with blue in one spot, red in another, and then there's a bunch of purple text. Trying to run next to this apron, but then still move forward. Can't quite do it. Brad Keselowski has had some really good patriotic schemes in this Coca-Cola 600, but I'd have to say his 2025 seems like a bit of a letdown to me compared to the one he had last year and almost won in, before they called the race with like another 200 laps left. It was like a 400 lap race and there was maybe 170 something or 160 something. I don't know how much, but they were barely past halfway and they called the freaking race. But you mean to tell me in the Coke Zero Sugar 400 in 2022, where they have a whole challenge based off of the wreck in that race because of the rain, that was so hard, that was some hard ass rain that lasted like 2 hours, and then it just stopped and they dried up the track. But then they went back and continued that race after almost the entire field wrecked out of it. The logic, the logic is lost on me. I don't even know. I don't know what the fuck. You just don't want to fucking turn. I don't feel like I have winning speed half the time right now. Car's too tight. And I can't find a really good spot to make up the time I was earlier. Stop bobbling! Ah! Is that Tyler Reddick falling into 7th place right here. And I see Truex is in 7th.
We need fuel. Let's do it.
Yeah, that's Tyler Reddick. Yeah, I'm getting low on fuel. Fortunately, this is not a 25-lap stage, so I can just pit at the end of lap 12 and not to worry about running out at the end. Oh my God. I know that I have pace. I don't know if it's good enough to win. I need to know how to drive a damn car whenever the freaking stage starts out. Instead of losing spots, so I have to reset and get in the zone and all that.
We're almost out of gas.
I didn't pit. I was supposed to pit. I didn't. Because
Laps to go.
I forgot about the whole pitting thing. He reminded me as I was passing pit road. Very thankful for that. That's useful. Why the heck am I running out over here? I ran out all the way in turn 3 last time. Now I'm running out before I even come off turn 2. Fucking dipshit ass cock sucking motherfucking.
We've got to be hurting off fuel here. Bring it down pit lane.
Yeah, that. I'm doing that shit. I appreciate the car not going fast enough to just go into pit road. I don't know if I would have needed to repair that for the car to run at its optimum performance. So I guess we just lost a bunch of spots going into pit road, running out of gas, and then fixing this damage caused because whenever I get down to the appropriate speed, the car just coasts and doesn't go. I mean, I shouldn't be going into pit road with no fuel. I don't really have an entire grasp on what it is that it's doing. It is good that there's still a solid 8 laps left in the stage to pass some of these guys and get better track position to start the final stage. I'm just hoping that when we take our pit stop after stage 3 under the caution, that we have good track position there. And that I can use my brain to take the pit stop at the right time under the green flag, rather than running myself out of gas for this 3rd time in this race.
All clear. No pressure from behind.
It should not have happened twice. That's strange. I should have 2 nickels thing. That one, yeah. Why is Matt Kenseth leading?
I need 2 more solid laps, bud. Keep it going.
Well, when the last time I saw these 2 cars racing together in the Coca-Cola 600,
Careful. Still there.
it did not turn out well. Resulted in Kyle Larson failing to get a second
there.
Coca-Cola 600. And I have reason to believe that he could get his second one this year. I mean, he's just been that good this year that you could say he has a chance to win almost every race that he goes into, unless it's a plate race. That just, he is allergic to the plate racing.
That'll learn us to do stage 1.
So Matt Kenseth just won stage 3. Alex Bowman is still up there. He was leading for a while. Cole Custer is still up there. I think he won the first stage. He might have won the second stage. I'm barely paying attention. But yeah, we're gonna get all the fuel in the tires, and can we still please be up here now? Okay, good. I'm on the outside. That sucks. Does not seem like Tyler Reddick is having much of a long run car.
All right, coming to green.
Did watch him
Go to work.
fall back after
Looking inside.
running second, and maintaining that on the restart. You get him in a green flag run, he seems to fall back to the bottom of the top 10. Okay, I am going to clear Tyler Reddick.
Clear to the bottom. All right, you're clear
And
right
oh god, the shift to 5th gear, that's not good. Yeah, Martin Truex Jr.'s up here. Makes sense. Kyle Busch found his way up to the
Still
front.
there.
Nice. Makes sense. Even though he
Outside.
spun himself out, battling for the lead with Daniel Suarez when this race actually happened.
All the way out here.
Oh boy. But yeah, my prediction is that Erik Jones gets a top 10 in this race, IRL. Maybe a top 5. If it was 2022 or maybe even 2023, I'd say he might have a valid chance of winning the darn thing. But Legacy Motor Club was falling off and all kinds of crap, so
Coming at you hot here.
there was a lot getting in the way. Oh, why'd you do that? Fuckface. Annoying. I'm trying to go down the track and avoid the wall. You're going up the track and trying to put me in the wall. Stupid
Stay
Kyle
high,
Busch.
stay high.
Stupid Kyle
Line
bitch.
your car inside.
I would like to pull down to the bottom now and run good lap times, if you don't mind. And then, okay, I guess practice allows he's going to check up and get side drafted and other annoying things. I can't clear him. I can't anything. Can I get to the bottom now? Okay, thank you, Christopher Bell, for checking up and letting me get to the inside. I for some reason, I kind of need the inside lane to get that perfect angle and sit right here. You can't sit right there on the track if you got cars to your inside. But I also need to not bobble. The car does a lot of bobblings here, where it's running one line and then it starts getting loose and kicks out sideways and fucks up the whole thing. Yeah, it does a lot of that. We're going into the What If Racing Sweat mode, sponsored by What If Racing right now.
24 laps, no mistake. Careful, still there. Outside, all by himself. Top's covered, stay on the bottom. Look ahead for me here, clear outside. Got one coming hard up top, outside. Hard from the outside, outside. Looking forward here, clear outside. Stay low. Still there. Got one high now. All the way to the wall.
I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. 13 to go now. Whenever I head down pit road in a bit, it'll be 12 to go coming off, so yeah, I should be able to make the in from there. How are we looking on damage from slightly scrubbing the wall because I had someone pushing me from behind and a mirror to stare at? I don't know how to even put the damn shit on the screen. 100%, 100%, 96%, well that's not much. It shouldn't be much. Okay, I'm not going to speed in. 1 second of damage? I'm tired of fixing a 1 second of damage. I should be able to still drive this car fast on 1 second of damage. I think I prefer the track position of not fix this 1 second of damage over fixing it and then having a car fast enough to make passes and then run out of time to make the passes. Because clearly Matt Kenseth is driving like this is 2015 Kansas and I'm blocking my ass off. It's still 16.2 anyways. I get the same length pit stops regardless if it's 1 second of damage or not. Hi, Harrison Burton.
Be ready. Get after it now. Get after it.
We got some guys coming up behind us. We gotta play fair here. We don't actually have to, but I'm choosing to. Some people chose a bit of lap after me. We got beat by Cole Custer just slightly on pit road. And Brad Keselowski. But they're still within arm's reach. Also on a lap older tires. And they might have to pit at the very end of the race for all we know, because this time by 11 laps to go. I mean, they might have come off pit road and have had 13 to go instead of me like having 12 to go. But man, they are driving off. But I am up to speed now. So I should be able to catch them and pass them with ease.
Lead car's pitting.
Why? Why are you pitting? You don't have to pitting. You could just stay out and run it all the way to the end. I would know that. Well, a way to just hand the win to me instead of having me finish second or third on pace through all my efforts. Sure, makes sense. Hello. I mean, it's the Kyle Busch. He had good pace. He got passed by Daniel Suarez in the long run. Then it was Denny Hamlin who started on pole and then fell to like 15th immediately. And then suddenly he was just back up there because of late race restarts. But Erik Jones wins the 2022 Coca-Cola 600. That'd have been 2 crown jewels in one season if that had actually happened. But yeah, we'll go in. We'll do some donuts. We got some damage on there. I thought we had a little bit of damage from bumping something somewhere that I decided not to fix. I'm not finding it. But yeah, this would be nice. This would be awesome. This would feed families, as the kids say. And now we're in victory lane with the awesome theme song of the game and this very beautiful, colorful car with all the reflections on it. Something we just couldn't get with the Unreal Engine and the Ignition game, and then even this upcoming NASCAR 25 for some reason. Alex Bowman was the fastest guy out there, and then Cole Custer, of course, led the most laps. We saw a good bit of that. We had quite a few lead changes, I can say that much. We're always on the move. And a tough break for Ross Chastain. I didn't really get to see much of what led to all that. I think I saw him coming off pit road one time, and then I passed him. He might have wrecked out. I don't know. We had a bunch of guys pit with 2 laps to go. That could have played a part of it. We need to take a look and see where Cole Custer and Brad Keselowski wound up with their weird strategy of trying to maybe get less fuel and get some track position and bet on a caution that everyone had to pit under or some shit. I don't know. And then, wow, they got the worst end of all that. Ross Chastain, I don't know what happened to him, but he's still pushing the lead lap. But Brad Keselowski, Cole Custer, and then Kurt Busch, who was also, I think he was running up front, and then he was behind me. They all finished back there a lap down. Like, what the heck? They finished with the fishes. J.J. Yeley, Timmy Hill, Todd Gilliland, Cody Ware. Well, thanks for watching this episode of the Race Now series on NASCAR Rivals here. And I don't even remember what's after this. I think it's Nashville. Nashville is in this game. It is the easiest track out of them all. I can pass the whole field on the hardest difficulty in maybe 6 or 7 laps. Even though the actual track itself and the scanning of it and whatnot, it's so bumpy, it's so cool, it's awesome, but then the AI aren't good, so it kind of ruins it. See you next time. That's that, and episode over.